The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab, it's Durham. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball to the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the 1st down.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off-play action on 1st down. Quarterback moving. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to pass on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Harbor. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at release back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And how about the awareness by this guy? On third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics. And also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Makes the quick grab. There he goes. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight to them. They're up by 7 over Florida. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It's such a nice play getting that sack, and I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country, and I know that having played here before. You do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence and know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Going for it all. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Guys, we talk about games that just somehow get away from you. I don't think there was a better example last year than that classic between LSU and South Carolina in which the Gamecocks did every single thing except finish.
Well, they got out to an early start. They didn't get a lot of help from the referees, that's for sure. There were some very questionable calls in that game. At the end of the day, though, good teams find ways to win games. Garrett Nussmeier and LSU pulled it out.
They did find a way to pull it out, but how about what this game could have meant for South Carolina? Like, they could have been in the college football playoff, and you talk about the refs, they were awful. I mean, the INT returned to the house, but we accidentally touched the quarterback or breathed on him. Some bad breaks, and South Carolina is not forgetting it.
Trying play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. The 30. The 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the run, fires downfield. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. Got a man, it's Smith.
Now that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Defense in press coverage. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down on 42. Still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th and long from their own 42. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Sets up the screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Give to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. And the defense wraps up the 1st half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack.
7 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
LSU. South Carolina.
Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get outside. Shows him the stiff arm. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Here we go.
Just feeds the running back. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Anderson. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The pressure is really on to put together a drive. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Sellers. He's not afraid to go deep. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. The short hand, it's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets the 1st down. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Looking for a crease. It's Durham. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
They go right back to him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? He'll try the left side. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
4th down coming up.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On the ground, it's Durham. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Green. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball, and you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Oh, he makes the catch. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quick strike complete. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks look to do some damage in the red zone. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. He makes the catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day. Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Blue 82, here we go. Ready? Ho, ho, ho. Andy. Tight into the right, boys. Tight into the right. Movement right there.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
And the extra point is good. War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Noles will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. positions. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Knight. Sends it downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Brown.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Ready to go back to work on offense. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense are hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Auburn! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
the Knowles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might be calling a hot route. They'll toss it to the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wilson will throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
To the air, it's Knight. Using the quick game. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. Lot of room to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Goodness, great. That is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wilson to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Number 19, set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Dumps it to the back. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Gets it out quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He'll pull it on the read. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wilson will throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, that's one as a quarterback, when you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Wilson to pass. Unloads to the right. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Got it in the middle, it's Garrison. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Finds his tight end. Push down for the tackle. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Finds a man on the right. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know
There he goes! He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wilson will throw. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Looking for the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Auburn offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. DB's right up on the receivers. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll go to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Makes a man miss. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Brown has it. Find some fresh air. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Second down coming up.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wilson to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end. Third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Here we go. The pitch to the left. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Forced out of the pocket. And some room to work. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Noles have pushed it inside the 20. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Wilson will throw. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, no! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. He's looking to pass. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Facing a 3rd and long. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll go to the sneak. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Auburn.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. But nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country. it.